It occurs to me at this precise moment that I didn't check if my mic was working with Streamlabs. I only checked it with Discord, but it's working. The ad is still going, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't need to restart right then. It's been one of those days. Okay, I think we're back from the ad. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Hi Parker and hi Grim. We have both a boop redeem with absolutely no limit on it so far. We'll see if we can completely crash everything with how many times y'all want to do that. I also added the boop as an emote, so we have a new animated emote. And little bit of a big thing. My PNG tuber is done. So prepare your anuses. It'll load in a second. Come on, buddy, you can do it. I believe in you.
Oh my god, why can't you just take the
So look, it's me. It's me. That's my face. Except in a cartoon form. My friend Cap made this. Cap hangs out here occasionally, but I did add his own command. I feel like peppering your anus is not a great life choice. I mean, some people are into that and that's fine, but go into it prepared, I guess. Let's see. I need to do a sippy. I need to do a stretchy. I need to be nice to myself. Those are the things. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I have a person now. That's me. That's me. Cap did such a great job. I'm like an insane person. I don't know if you guys knew that about me. But I sent the most ridiculous reference sheet to Cap and he just nailed it right off the bat, which I kind of knew. Also, I'm making a potion here live on stream. I put electrolyte in fizzy water, and that's a potion to me. It's like a potion of hydration. Because I do have a modeling session later tonight, which is why stream is a little bit shorter today. Because I need to get ready for that. And the electrolytes will make it so that my body doesn't completely implode while I'm doing that activity. Yeah, Parker, like samesies. I have control issues. We've discussed this on stream before. I'm just a very control heavy person because I often feel like I don't have control in my life, so I over control the things that I can. Okay, I'm doing a stretchy. I won't forget the hydrate, but I'm gonna wait until that settles a little bit. I just popped my shoulder so loud. I will also say something nice about myself. I did something that was brave for me personally. I actually promoted myself really hard this morning. For those of you who don't know, I have a sale going on right now on all my original art. So I have a whole 50% off, which is huge. Huge. Like, that's never happening again. Please buy art. Please buy art. Please buy art. Please save me from this. So I have over 100 original art listings. I'm switching shops from Ko-fi to my own website, which means that I need to transfer every single one of those frickin' listings over to the new site. Save me. Save me from having to do that for so many. Hi, Al! Yeah, so that's going through all of April. So no matter when you get paid, you have time. Not everything, if it doesn't sell, is going to move over to the new shop. I think I'm going to pull some of those and keep them since they haven't sold yet. I don't think that's going to be a huge thing. But if there's something that you're like absolutely dying to have and you can't manage to get it this month, just let me know. Just send me a message on socials and I'll either hold it for you and not make a listing until you're ready, or I will make sure to move it over, whichever works better for you. Because, yeah, I think art should go to who appreciates it. That's the long and short story. Okay, I'm taking a sippy. So I've finished that. Yes! I got my avatar. This is made by Captain Ahaf, who shows up in chat a fair amount. If you use !Cap, you will get his information. And it's great. Hi, Peach. How you doing? But yeah, lots of big things. I feel very frantic today. It's just one of those days where I feel like I'm running behind, even though I'm not necessarily running behind. It's just that feeling. Because I did have more orders to pack today than I was expecting, which is great. Love that for me. But it did mean that I was like running around the house, grabbing the different sized envelopes and choosing what stamps to use on what and all that jazz. So I do have a fat stack of things that's going to go to the post office when I leave for work tonight. So yeah, exciting stuff. I don't put on yakety sax. Maybe I should. Maybe that would make it feel more amusing somehow. Hey, Cap! Look! So Cap is the person who made this, which is why I gave him the artist badge as well, because I knew he was working on this. Boop, boop, boop. And honestly, this was like the easiest thing to set up that I've ever set up on a stream, ever. It was great. So if you're scared about PNG tubers like I was, it's fine. It's going to go great. I have an article for you if you want help. I will send it to you if you want. All good. Yeah, Cap is super talented, and he doesn't charge near enough for his commissions. So get in on that deal, because I'm definitely going to be sending him more money. So... What else do I have to say? We're going to work on the leaves. I think we talked about that last time. These are to go with our little inchworm. Available in the shop now. The stickers aren't on sale. It's just the originals. Yeah, you did good with that, Cap. I'm impressed. They do have like an auto crossfade option, and I didn't like it. I think yours was so good that the crossfade was actually more distracting. We're gonna paint some little leaves as assets for my website. I did already scan and pull these and put them on the website, but you can't see it yet because that part isn't published. I don't think. Did I publish it after that? Who knows? Nobody knows. Because I've just been doing 35,000 things at all times, and my brain is going to explode. See, that's a big step, Grim, because I had to really think about what I wanted, and I considered doing, like, I don't know, a fuzzy little creature or something. I feel like I'd be good for, like, a screaming possum, feels on vibe. Also, I always say that if I had a fursona, it would be one of those fainting goats. But I decided to just do me. I think that's good. And I think looking at myself like this on screen is probably good for my brain. Because Cap draws hot fat ladies. So, you know what I didn't do? I didn't get paint water. You're all gonna walk to the kitchen with me really fast, so that I can actually get the thing that I need to start on the actual work. It's just one of those days. I also inhaled some instant noodles, perhaps faster than I've ever eaten in my entire life. And I'm guessing that wasn't the smartest choice I've ever made. But you know what? I stand by it. Okay. Deep breath. We're okay. It's just been a big day. Big day for Elmo instead of big word for Elmo. That paintbrush is too big. Where are my other ones? I did say the nice thing. I said that I did something that was really hard for myself, and I actually promoted myself today. So that was a big step for me, like personally, because I always feel like I'm annoying, which I am annoying. One, that's allowed. I'm allowed to be annoying, but also that's just normal. That's just what you need to do. So I did the thing and saw results from it, so I'm proud of myself for that. I think that one is fine. Probably want a liner brush too. You, maybe? Okay. Hoi! It is! Hi, lesbian! Nope. I've never been blonde. I actually have my hair down right now because I took a shower this morning. So here. That's my hair. It looks redder on cam because I have the saturation boosted, but I'm brown. Always have been. I do have platinum highlights that people like natural platinum highlights that people get all up their butt about. Anytime when I was getting my hair like professionally dyed, they were always like, ew, why would you cover this up? And I'm like, because I live with it all the time. Just do what I'm asking, please. So, yeah, I think it was super easy, Stars. I think I already sent you that message, but very simple. It's just a web browser thing, so you need to give the program access to your Discord, and that's pretty much it. You do need to have a private voice channel for it to read from, but that's easy peasy. So that's totally fair, Parker. I don't like bleaching my hair, and I don't have enough money to get it dyed professionally anymore. But my hair is dark enough that fun colors, I really do have to bleach it. I've done purple before, just like over my natural hair tone, and it shows up in like bright lights, but generally it just kind of makes it look a little bit darker. Okay. I want to do at least one of these leaves like a very mustardy color to match the background color that I chose for the interim sticker, because these are going to be matched together. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not like the door closes, Grim. So you can always get back to it another time. And it gives you time to think about it, because God knows I had to think about this long enough. Yeah, it was super easy, Lesbian. It took me like less than 10 minutes to set this up yesterday. So. And I think the majority of that 10 minutes was figuring out where I wanted to put the actual tuber on the view. So, yay! Thank you, Cap. I appreciate you. Also, fun fact, I recorded that sound alert myself. I made that sound. Because I couldn't find one that I liked. Do I have any other words that need to be said? I don't know. It's really quiet. It's paintbrushes in the mug, so I just picked them up and then dropped them, so it's that kind of clinky sound. Yeah, that's fair, Lesbian. Yeah, that's my alert sound. There's also, for like follows, it's masking tape coming off of the what's that word? The roll. Holy cow. My brain is not feeling it. Gee, Parker, I wonder if it would have to do with wolves, maybe. Just maybe. That's kind of the vibe I get. Oh, I guess I didn't say that. I did post on socials, but the color in focus for this month has been picked. I could be using that for this project, but I decided I didn't want to think that hard. Because sometimes you just need to do a doodle. You know? But we're probably, like, I kind of joked about this yesterday when I announced it. I was like, oh, we're just gonna do moss all month. We're definitely doing some moss. That was not entirely a joke, because it's just the perfect moss color. So this is the color in focus for April. It's moss color. Moss. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting, Lesbian. How did it go? Do I want to do a red one of these? Why not? Let's just make some colors. Probably do an orange too. Because I can. That's fair, Lesbian. Also fair, Parker. There's a lot of good options for various critters. Yeah, that's good too. Thinking ahead. So that is definitely something I've found difficult. So I don't know, not to toot my own horn, toot toot, but I do have pretty well-established branding concept that lets me kind of move whatever else I want into it. Because like my whole thing is just like a bunch of pieces of paper slapped together, like I don't know, kind of bullet journal, lots of post-it kind of vibe. So I can shove anything I want into my little notebook of branding, and it's great. So I think having something where you can like mix other things in, fold in something else is definitely a good call. Yeah. Eyes are fun to do. God, I remember why I hate this paper. I used this paper that I don't particularly like, so I don't use it for like big projects, because I already had some cut. But it doesn't soak up the pigment the way that I want it to. And this is just like a for me project, since it's just for the website, so it's not like a huge deal if it doesn't go exactly the way that I want. But it annoys me. I guess that's the whole story. I can see it not taking up pigment. Like, hate it. And I thought that it was because I had mistreated the paper for a long time, but it definitely isn't. It just like, you'd think that that paper had a bunch of skin oil on it or something because it just won't soak up the pigment, but that's just the way this paper works. And it's really annoying. But I also feel like I should use up the paper, which maybe I'll just throw the rest of it away, honestly, because I have plenty of other paper. I don't need to sunk cost fallacy my artwork. Yeah, that's super important, especially for the alcohol ink markers, because they spread so much on paper. You really have to get the right kind of thing. Otherwise you end up with a totally different vibe and you can't get clean lines. Welcome back, Kat. But yeah, this is just like basic Strathmore watercolor paper, and would not buy again. I'll give it a 3 out of 10 rating. I do love a punch good character. Oh, that's fun, Lesbian. Oh yeah, for sure, Parker. I have some big watercolor blocks, like 11 by 14, that I cut down to size when I do stuff. Because I do have, I don't know what the right term for it is, a guillotine cutter? One of those big paper slicers that makes the good sound. So that is a lot easier for cutting paper down to what I want it to be. Do I want to do brown? Let's do like an ochre. Yeah, I just actually sharpened the blade on mine last week. I want to burn this paper. This is so bad. Because I was cutting backing boards for a bunch of original art in preparation for the big sale. So exactly, Al, exactly. So I did say it in the title, but I'll say it again. Today's going to be a shorter stream because I have a modeling session tonight. So I need some time to like not be being perceived before I am perceived professionally, if that makes sense. So my plan is to just try and get these leaves done, and then we'll call it. I hate this paper. I hate this paper. I hate this paper. I think I want to do another orange, and then I'll probably just do another green for kicks and giggles. Yeah, pretty much. Like, it is different. So like here, I have to be a person, right? So part of the reason that I'm here is to be personable. I'm socializing, I'm chatting, I don't know, interacting. But with the modeling stuff, for the most part, it's very quiet, but I am being looked at the whole time because they're focusing on what they're doing, right? But with this teacher in specific, he's pretty chatty. So I need to be ready to be talked at. Which is totally fine. That's not a read. I enjoy this guy's company. He's very amusing to me. The last time I worked with him, the entire class and us kind of went on a anti-Bezos spiel, and it was great. But it does involve a lot of, I don't know, being aware that things are happening. But then they wouldn't be able to draw my ears, and that's important. Ears are important. For the most part, I don't. Like, I mean, I'm naked. I guess that's the way to put it. Naked in all aspects. That's fair, Parker. I have gotten a little bit better at drawing hands just because I drew my own hands a bunch for the Dream Journal project that I did. But really, as much as it sucks, it's all about practice. Although I find drawing my own hands easier just because I see them a bunch, you know? Yeah, it's exactly like that, Lesbian. It's exactly like that. I'm having to put way more pigment down to get it even because it's kind of like, you know, when you try to write on with Sharpie on plastic and it kind of does that thing where the ink pools instead of actually sticking to what you're writing. That's what the paper is doing. And it drives me fucking insane. Okay, let's do one more green guy here. I was planning to do a bunch of green and then I was like, nah, let's mix it up. It's my show and I'll do what I want. I forget which page I decided this was going to be on. Maybe the past projects page. Right? I use Sharpie to like label stuff mostly. I also use it to write addresses on envelopes when I'm sending stuff out. I always make sure to use a waterproof pen when I'm addressing labels because like you don't know what's gonna happen. So as you need the non-bleed so that it'll stay through the wet and the weather. Hi BP, how you doing?
What has happened?
Thank you, BP. I did add more. Well, I added one more alert, I guess. I shouldn't say a bunch more. I need to get on that. We had some snow this morning and last night. We're above freezing again, though. A little bit, like we're dripping. But we have icicles hanging off of every area of our house. Oh, affirmation card. You got it, buddy. This. I will do a stretchy in just a moment. Oh, I did take a shower today and managed to not dislocate my thumb, so that's a bonus. The last time I showered for work, I dislocated my thumb and then they told me I didn't actually need to come in. It is less sore. It's bad if I use a joystick a bunch, but it's getting better. We're doing all right. Okay, left or right? I will do a stretchy right now. Okay. Focus on bringing more balance into your life. So says the deck. Yeah, like, I enjoy showers to a point once I'm in there, but the thing where it makes all of my ligaments even looser is dangerous. Because you can rip things out of sockets a lot easier, like my thumb. Because I didn't even do anything bad. I was tying my bathrobe, and that's what did it. Yeah. Showers are wild. There's a reason that most major accidents in the house happen in the bathroom. And it's because everything in there is slippery, but also hot water and standing funny. I guess we shave, generally speaking, in the bathroom too. So, you know, doing acrobats with a sharp razor blade is prone to accidents. I did almost roll my ankle this morning, which concerns me because it was the one that I broke in 2022. I know time. My ligaments just don't like keeping anything in place. I have way more flexible ankles than I should, just like many other things. I probably should have shaded this while it was still wet, but you know what? It's fine. Yeah, I'm held together with gumption and ancient rubber bands. And I don't think I've ever been accused of being good at keeping it together. Yeah, you know how on like rubber band balls, or if you have a rubber band on like a big pile of paper and you try to take it off and you think it's fine, like it looks stretched and it seems okay, and then you try to take it off and it just crumbles into dust. That's what I'm made out of. I do think I'm going to end up adding some brown on that. Let's do this guy too. So I think actually I should be given an award for how well I have kept it together. Yeah, Grim says that they're fueled by spite. That's their whole thing. So, and I will admit that spite is a good motivator, but I found that it was not particularly what's the word I'm trying to find? My brain's not gonna poop it out. Sustainable. Found it. I find that spite for me isn't really sustainable. Because it's kind of tiring. But I think that is perhaps just because I do not have a bunch of malice in me. Oh yeah, lesbian dysphoria is definitely rough. Yeah, there was a while where I've mentioned this before, but I have dysmorphia. So seeing myself can be bad sometimes, which is another one of the reasons why I wanted my PNG tuber to actually look like me. And so there was a significant time in my life where I only showered with one candle burning in the bathroom so that I couldn't see myself. So I get that. Having to come to terms with the fact that you have a physical form is not always easy. Yeah, I appreciate it, Cap. That's one of the reasons why I was happy to do the PNG tuber instead of just waffling about it for a lot longer, was because I was like, I trust you. This will be good. I think the art modeling has also helped me a lot with that. Because it's easier to see yourself when you just see shapes to a certain point. So like instead of looking at myself and going, ugh, my belly, bleh, I look and I go, oh, this is an interesting shadow shape. And that's better. Yeah, Cap does good work. I made a thing. A little booparoony. There we go. But Cap does cool art and takes commissions. So spread the word. Man, I really did not think about painting these at all before I got here, and it's showing. Let's work on this guy a little bit. I am gonna want to do a bunch of little lines at some point. Hum, 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 hum. Oh, excellent. Let me know what you get. Do you still have cupcakes? You had cupcakes last time. Can I have a cupcake? Oh man, I told y'all, I think, that I ordered like a lot of saltwater taffy. I've eaten so much saltwater taffy. I'm like probably 25% taffy at this point. I just really like saltwater taffy. Ooh, quiche, fancy. I did look, Al, and I did not find a candy. I found a lot of health supplements that I don't think is what you were explaining. True, Cap. Although, to be fair, I messed up my thumb before I had the saltwater taffy. So maybe I'm just a taffy person. What's that character from Bob's Burgers? I say character, that's probably overselling it a little bit. It's in like the first season, the Taffy Man. Do a little messed up edge on this guy. It looks like a leaf. These I don't think need to be like A+ art, in my opinion, because it's going to be on one page and it'll be fine. Yeah. I'll look again when I have more time to commit to it and see if I can find someplace, but it seemed like it was mostly just that. Ice cream and a baked potato. That's an interesting combo. I'm assuming like an actual baked potato and not the candy baked potato. Google is emailing me with nothing I care about. Yeah. There is a baked potato candy in the US. I think it's just called like an Idaho baked potato or something like that. And it's just like it's basically sugar wrapped in coconut. Um, yeah, I've been eating lunch like really late. I eat lunch at like 2:30 now because I get distracted and I don't finish my breakfast until like noon. Because the toothpaste that I have to wait a half hour before I can eat or drink anything after I brush with it. So I have this moment where I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I can't eat breakfast yet, even though I made it and it's sitting right there. So I should get a little work done. And then I get focused on the work and I don't eat breakfast until one of my streamers starts. Honestly, I use streamers as like body doublers for everything. Body doubler for drawing, body doubler, except for Excel spreadsheets. That one I can't do while I'm watching somebody, but maybe when I have two monitors that will happen. But I do it for art, I do it for eating, I do it for painting my nails. Like, it's just like I need other people to exist, but I don't want them to be in the same space as me. Yeah, Irish potato candy is good too. Like you can make a potato into anything. They're so versatile. Tatty scones, got it. I was like, wait, I should know what that means. And I do know what it means. I just needed to make my brain let me access it. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I always have the body doubling tag on my stream. It's because I use streamers to do that. So I should offer the same services to everybody else. Yeah, exactly, Parker. I want to be able to like look like a little gremlin creature, which I do right now. I'm wearing sweatpants and a 5X t-shirt that I'm absolutely swimming in because it's comfy. I don't want to have to like be a full person. I think eggs are pretty versatile in the same way that a potato is, I think, but like protein version. Because like both potatoes and eggs you can use for sweet or savory, which I think is a big thing. Yeah, I have trouble finding hoodies that are big enough for me to feel comfortable in at all because I have big booba, as you can tell by the motto right here. And I also do not have a small stomach. And people seem to think that a 3X sweatshirt should not actually contain 3 times the material for somebody to fit in. So I like even the hoodies that I wear the most that I really need to reorder because they're getting so ratty. Those are like 4X and are actually about the right size for me, but I would like bigger. Oh, that's fair, Al, if you don't like eggs. I can get that. I do like egg, but I can understand why somebody wouldn't. But like creme brulee, hello. Custard, hello. Nobody does it like her. Yeah, for real. And for some reason, like the world thinks that I shouldn't have to have space for my boobs. Like, I don't get it. They'll make something that fits my boobs, and then the arms are like 3 times longer than my actual arms are. It gets wild. But I also have a relatively small waist in comparison. I don't know. I'm like if an hourglass melted in the sun for like 3 hours. That's fair, Al. I'm not huge on onions personally. Like, I don't mind the flavor so much, but I'm not big on the texture. Yeah, a little bit. No, not a vampire. But I do take iron supplements, so any vampires who, you know, need a juice box, hit me up. Yeah, I am very pale. I'm more saturated in this camera than I am in real life. That is definitely closer to my actual skin tone. I'm pale. I don't mind the sun. To be fair, I have a different relationship with the sun than I think many people do because of where I live. So I don't get to see the sun much for a significant amount of the year. So when the sun is here, I like it. Well, you work outside like all the time, Peach. That's not the color I meant to pick up. There we go. I know my colors. Sometimes. But I definitely do think that I feel more like a person during the summer here than I do during the winter. And I have to take a lot of vitamin D to, like, continue being vaguely a person. But I definitely feel more like myself during the summer. Ooh, I've already yawned. That's not a good sign. I'll perk up once they get the bright lights in my face, but I'm just gonna keep rotating this until I decide what I'm doing. Just like them rotisserie chickens. I get that stuck in my head so often, and it's not even something to get stuck in your head. Like, it's not a sound. It's just an image, a meme that gets stuck in my head all the time. But there's usually like a warm-up session with the modeling stuff where you do a bunch of short like standing poses and turn, because I'm in the center of the room pretty much. And every time there's like the bright lights going and all this kind of stuff, and every time in my head I'm like, just like them rotisserie chickens. Yeah, that's fair. I definitely, if I get too much bright light, I get headache, but I don't know. Yep. To be fair, up here too, the sun's at such an angle that I don't get sunburned even if I spend a lot of time outside. I burn really easily. So in like the lower 48, I forget that I have to wear sunscreen. And then I roast myself like a little marshmallow. Which, not comfy. Yeah, that's also fair. It's generally pretty mild here. We did have like a big bad heat wave in 2018, I want to say. And that was in like the 80s, 90s for my area, which is very unusual. That's like really, really hot for here. But the real issue is that our houses all are made to keep heat in. So if you have a bunch of sun, like, gee, I don't know, if you get like 12 hours of sunlight directly into your home during the summer, and then it's also really freaking hot, your house never cools down again. There was one night where I stayed up until 3 a.m. with all of the doors and windows open to get the inside of our house with the heating completely turned off down to 82 degrees. which I understand for a lot of spaces, that's like what you keep the AC at, right? But for up here, it's very different. Yeah, to be fair, that's in Anchorage specifically, which is coastal, right? So it's cooler than you get in the interior of the state. So like Fairbanks gets hotter than that on the regular. But yeah. Yeah. And really, for a lot of it, it's just what you're used to. Because you can acclimate to like anything. So like I'm used to way colder temperatures now than when I lived in Oregon. So, ugh, that's disgusting. No thanks. A sail! Thanks, Cap. What'd you get? What'd you get? Good choices. Good choices. All right. Yee! I will pack those after I Instaweam, and then I can send them out today. I want to add some orange to this guy. I think. That may be a little intense. We'll see how it looks when it dries. I don't mind some intense colors though. I can also mess with the color balance a bit once I transfer it. Well, scan it is really what I mean. I actually think that looks quite nice. Yee! I do have some good stickers, I gotta say. I put my stickers on stuff and I'm like, man, I kind of wish that I got more stickers than I ordered so that I could put them on all my stuff. I just like stickers. Yeah, that's gross, Parker. I do remember going to Michigan when I was young in the summer, and that was like, ugh. Because it gets really humid. Very intense. That's where I was born. Fun fact. I'm technically a Michigander. But I've only been there like 3 times in my whole life. And one of those times I was born, so I don't think it really counts. What would my Meepsona wear? Definitely jeans, I think. Cut-off jean shorts would be very on brand for any of my digital personas. I tend to not wear that on my actual physical form because Chub Rub exists. And actually, I'd probably wear what my standard Animal Crossing outfit is. Hang on. I think I have a photo of it. That's ancient. But there's a shirt in Animal Crossing that's like a tied up t-shirt. Probably that and like the mint color that I do. Or purple. Those are the 2 favorites. Me trying to figure out where I would have put this photo. Wool color, probably mint, and then go with lavender for the no, those aren't them. Those are other outfits. may end up going to take a photo in Animal Crossing later if I can't find this one. I also need to not sing along with the song because I can't hit those notes if I haven't warmed up. Kind of like that, except lower down, because I do like high-waisted shorts and then a tied shirt. And I do have a shirt that's similar to the one that I wear a lot in Animal Crossing because I saw it and I was like, oh my god, that's like my Animal Crossing shirt. And so I bought it, and now it's like my most worn shirt. Although the tie on it isn't super obvious because it's a black shirt, so. Girl, why do you have so many photos? Why am I like this? Yeah, so it's just that t-shirt that's like tied in the knot. Usually I wear like the black or the gray one. But I think doing that in the purple would be good. And then I also do the like torn off or rolled up shorts. But I'd make those like higher waisted because I'm round and have a skinny waist, so that's how my pants stay up. Yeah, the button down one. I also do the t-shirt tied up, and I just realized that I conflated those two items. I haven't played Animal Crossing as much, New Leaf at least. Although those two shirts slap. They went off with this clothing in this one. I'm guessing I don't need to worry about shoes because I have hooves, right? So what you're saying is the orbs are out to get you at any time of year, huh, Peach? True. I knew that and just did not combine that. That is a pretty intense orange, but I think I'm gonna leave it. I like it. Those are fine. Let's move on. It's for sheep. Ow. So Meep Sona would be, how do I explain this? So Rainbow, who comes and hangs out here sometimes and who I hang out with fairly often, is also a streamer. And her stream has little stream avatars on it that are little sheeps. And they are called Meeplings. And so a Meep Sona is your little sheep character. And Cap is doing an art of my Meep Sona along with one of our other friends, Kuro. Yeah, Rainbow is an incredibly talented artist and also makes really cool stickers. So if you like stickers, you should check her out. She's just a cool person in general. Well, you have the deeper lore information, Peach. But yeah, so they're little sheeps, and Cap is helping me decide or solidify my concept of my Meep Sona, as it were. So. Yeah, you gotta get to level 5 with me, Cap, before I reveal that secret to you. And honestly, it's harder to reveal that now that I stopped drinking, if I'm being honest. It's harder to get that scratched off. You're at like a level 3. So level 1 is when I start sending you memes. Oh, for first Sona, I think I would be a fainting goat. I will also accept a possum. Either of those. But Peach has known me for over a decade at this point, so. Yeah. I think level 4 is when I reveal the childhood trauma. I did that a little bit without actually telling you what that was. But, you know. Oh yeah, for sure, Parker. You're the go-to for colorblind and art checking. You and Aiden, or I'll just message you randomly in the middle of the night, like, hey, check this, please. Yeah, I could give you that whole story another time, Cap, if you want. It's not like a secret, but it's not something I want to get into on stream. At least not at the moment. It might come up organically sometime. It's not a super big secret, but it is kind of a not fun thing to hear about. Yeah, Al knows about it. I know I've told Al. But yeah. That makes sense, Al. We don't have snakes here. Weirdly enough. Which makes sense, because it's cold here, you know? Yeah. But it'll probably come up again around Halloween. Because one of my major triggers is from this incident is the Nightmare Before Halloween soundtrack. Which makes being on social media during Halloween really fun. And Christmas. I always forget. Like, I'm like, oh, right, I got through October. And then I get to December and I forget that it actually applies to 2 holidays. Well, you just tend to ask questions, Al. And, like, I'm better at answering questions than I am at, like, speaking organically. Nightmare Before Christmas. What did I say? Oh, same difference. Yeah, I mean Nightmare Before Christmas. And again, I say, if you don't know if you're neurodivergent, start streaming and it'll become really obvious. Yeah, pretty much. Like, if you are curious about something with me, ask me the question. If I'm not comfortable saying it, then I won't. But I find that easier than just like talking about myself, I guess. Even before then, it's starting to be Parker. Wish the war on Christmas actually frickin' worked. I'm a size 10 in women's, a size 8 in US men's. My grandpa always said that I would be pretty tall if I didn't have so much folded under. That one also is not a secret at all. Do you mean Coca-Cola? This will influence my answer. Because with you, I don't know, man. I'd say Coca-Cola. I mean, really, I'd say water, but... me trying to decide what colors mean. That's fair, that's fair. I think in a world where we increasingly do not actually have any sort of control over what we're shown at any given time, that's going to start happening a lot more. Because, like, one of the reasons why I use Tumblr more than other social media, and really Tumblr isn't social media, it's a blogging platform, but is because I can actually filter terms and not see them. So, like, on Instagram, for instance, I can say, don't serve me suggested content with these labels in them, which works like maybe 35% of the time. But on Tumblr, I can filter a bunch of things for anything I see on the platform. So especially around Halloween, it's a lot better for me. But heaven forbid we actually have any sort of, I don't know, say in our environment. It would be harder for people to sell us stuff then. Well, both my grandpa and my mom were both big Twain fans, so that makes sense.
Gray on my face and spurs on my tongue, and I could be anyone. Large as a lion stalking his lover, small as the dying sun. Don't tell them what you do in their feast full of flowers and fire for
I don't know that I'm actually going to get these done today. Which is not an issue. I was just kind of hoping that I could just blast them out and get them scanned and then I could deal with it later, but because I'm probably going to end in like a half hour. Because I gotta go put on my face, meaning both my makeup and my people face. Yeah, my parents decided to show me a recording of Sweeney Todd when I was 8. That was not a great life choice. I definitely had nightmares about that for ages. Oh yeah, Gremlins and Return of the Living Dead, I can see both of those being bad. But like Sweeney Todd, you don't actually see any gore. To be clear, this was a recording of the stage production. This was way before the Johnny Depp movie came out. Stop giving that man roles where he has to sing. He can't do it. But yeah. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I know of the horrors. But yeah, so I had nightmares about people making me into a pie for a while. And that one scene where the character finds the human fingernail in the pie that he's eating, I think directly correlated to me being uncomfortable with certain textures of meat. Yeah, that's... Some people can manage with that, Parker, but I don't know. I still don't want to watch those. I don't do great with a lot of horror stuff. There's some horror stuff that I'm good with, but I mostly hang out in the psychological thriller category. I like a growing sense of unease. I don't like blood. Yeah, as a 6-year-old, that's a little intense. Although I do know some kids who would have like eaten that up with a spoon, but it's not something you just kind of want to throw on the fire and see how it burns, if you know what I mean. Hi, Lapras! How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, Parker, I guess I didn't tell you. I heard from Jick. I assumed he was going to make a post in the Discord, and then he didn't, but he's okay, relatively speaking. Hi, Flack! Thank you so much for the resub. You're loved, too. Yeah, mood, Lapras. Who else feels like they haven't properly rested in like 5 to 6 years? Raise your hand. Coraline is very scary, and you know what's wild? The book is even creepier. Have you read the book, Parker? Because it is wild. And Coraline is one of my favorite movies. It's one of my comfort movies that I watch when, I don't know, I'm just feeling overwhelmed. Although I watched it as an adult, which I think would make a fair amount of difference. But the book is like, oh my gosh, how did this get published for children? But I have the audiobook version where Neil Gaiman, who's the author, reads it. And it's creepy. It's so creepy. And again, I listen to that while I'm falling asleep sometimes. Because I'm weird. I don't know. I've noticed a theme with a lot of my like comfort movie stuff. Because a lot of times it's vaguely horror-esque things, but for the most part, it involves running away from your family. Fun facts. Wonder how that happened. Yeah, so, okay. Anybody who's a Doctor Who fan, you will remember the episode Not Blink from New Who, which is the one where the Weeping Angels were introduced. That was my fall asleep to episode for a solid 9 months. I don't know, man. It's something about the escapism, I think. My brain don't work right. I don't know if you knew this about me. But I don't know. I was also, as a child, I don't know if these books are still like a thing at all, but the Caboose Kids, is that what it was called? The kids who were orphaned and lived in random train carts. I was obsessed with that as a kid too, and I tried to convince my parents to buy me like a train trailer to put in the backyard so that I could live in it. I don't know, man. I'm not normal. Which I don't think is news to anybody here. But sometimes you think about things and you're like, wow, the Boxcar Kids. Yes, thank you, Flack. I was like, I could not remember the frickin' name of that. I haven't thought about that in ages. But yeah, I was obsessed with those as a kid. I also, fun fact, fantasized about getting put into witness protection. I don't know. Sometimes you look back and you're like, why did anybody think that I was doing well? Because that's kind of a sign. A little bit. Like, damn, she was really weird, though. I mean, I'm still weird, to be clear. Yeah, Parker, it's that kind of, like, escapism thing. And I think part of that is just not realizing why you're different for a lot of your life. So it feels like if you left everything behind and started over, people would accept you in a way that they didn't. Because I was definitely the weird kid. Spoiler alert. Not just the weird kid, but... I definitely got bullied a lot too, so... Yeah, I've seen that. I think he posted it himself on Tumblr. Lesbian. So I remember seeing that too. And he read it to his own kids too, if I remember right. Yeah, I think he read it to his own kids too. And they said that it was great. And later admitted that they didn't want to act wimpy. Oh yeah, the mummy is scary. The scarabs for sure are something. I don't think it's near the end that gave me the worst, but the I'm trying to remember where in the movie it is. I haven't watched that in a while. I should. But the scene where they put Imhotep in the sarcophagus and then put all of the scarabs in there with him and close the lid. Oh boy, that spooked me. Ah, okay, that's it. I like half remember it. Just Tumblr things, only half remembering a post you've seen 35,000 times. Yeah, that one's scary. Also, the admittedly for the time really good CGI of the guy having it go up under his skin. Ooh, ooh. Ah, fair lesbian. That reminds me that I saved a meme to send to you and I haven't done it. I saved a meme on my phone for you, but I wasn't sure if you were in the Discord or not. ICE Discord specifically. Where is it? It would have been relatively recently, but I've been taking product photos. Most of the stream is just gonna be me scrolling through my own photos and trying to find things. I hope you're into that. I hope this is good content for you. Okay, I wasn't sure what your name was on Discord since you change your name all the time, but we can do this like the Hackney way. Here you go. I saw this and I thought of you. Okay, good, good. I'm glad my vibe check was correct. All right, get ready for bed, Lapras. Okay, I will. Front tie button down. That one. Sending Peach the thing. Don't forget what you're doing. You can do more than one thing at once, Katie. I know you can. That's a lie. Now I have to find it on the thing again. There it is. There you go. Oh yeah, for sure. There's also a lot of kids movies that I don't know why they're classified as kids movies, you know? Like kids can develop. Develop isn't the right word. Kids are much better at accepting a wider range of materials than we think they are, but there's some things that just are like too spoopy 5 me, you know? Yeah, agreed. Because that one's scary. But like I also read a lot of not age appropriate stuff when I was a kid. So like I got weirdly obsessed with various historical happenings. So like I've mentioned this before, but I got really obsessed with the Oregon Trail at one point, which is a little less weird when you know that I grew up in Oregon. And so I was reading like historical diaries and stuff of people who died, which not normal child activities. And again, I was not a normal child. We know this. But I also got obsessed with the Irish potato famine. I started reading everything I could get my grubby little hands on about the Holocaust. Like a lot of things that like an 8 to 10-year-old should not really be reading about constantly. But man, the brainworms demanded a sacrifice. Oh yeah, I haven't read Jurassic Park. I also have not watched the movie because when it came out, my mom wouldn't let me watch it because she knew I'd get mad about the inaccuracy with the dinosaurs because I was obsessed with dinosaurs at that point in time. Hi, Bean! How you doing? It's good to see you. I'm glad you're alive. Yeah, fair. Because I remember we were over at my cousin's house and they had gotten it on VHS to watch from a movie rental place, and that's how you can tell that I'm old. And I sat down to watch it. My mom was like, "No, you don't get to watch this. You have to go into the back with the other kids." And I was like, "Why not? It's got dinosaurs." And she's like, "You won't like it. You won't like it. The dinosaurs aren't right." And I was like, "Okay." So funny. Yeah, that's fair, Cap. We had like a super long-lasting Blockbuster up here, and it made national news and then it went under. I may still have my Blockbuster card somewhere, actually. I don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. It would help to rinse off the paintbrush if I actually got the paintbrush in the water glass. Okay, can I bust out these 2 leaves in the next 15-ish minutes? We're gonna find out. There was also Hollywood Rental. That was the fancy one where I lived. We still have some local video rental places up here. To be fair, they've mostly stayed afloat with porn. But that's still impressive in our day and age, if we're being honest. Yeah, we did a lot of library rentals too. They had I remember my library had a pretty good video collection. And one of the ones that they had that I always wanted to get was the original, like the old recordings for the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe series. Because they had like all of them. And I remember we got Prince Caspian, and I don't remember after that. But I rented that out like 7 times in a row. Yeah, we did that up here for a while too. Right when it had like first started. And my dad only just canceled the DVD portion of his Netflix like 3 years ago, I think. He was still using it because they had a bunch of old submarine videos that he couldn't get anywhere else on their DVD collection. My dad is also a nerd, so I come by it honest. Oh yeah. I'm sure you're making good progress, Lapras. You know what you're doing. I was trying to decide if I wanted to make a joke or not right there, and I think I'm gonna go with not today. Oh yeah, that's a lot, Lapras. Good work. I have never actually played a Zelda game. Fun fact about me. Maybe once I get my desktop set up, we can actually do like an emulator for one of the older games, and we can play my first Zelda game ever together. You guys can watch me freak out about having to do timed reactions to things. It's a little too intense. So can I, and that's why subs are awesome. Heyo. I need to be careful because I don't ever put the mature filter on, so which maybe I should, I don't know. But I like to be a fairly open space. I do think that there's going to be more work to do on these leaves later. But I can also do that off stream. I do need to figure out what we're doing on Friday too. That's another thing. We'll see how I'm feeling after my modeling session tonight. If it's another long pose, then that'll be a lot easier on my body. So I won't be as out of it tomorrow, and I can actually do things. Yeah, that's how I spend most of my days, Parker. So like, I'm trying to think. I pretty much just on Saturday mornings is my time to not have any stream that I'm expected in. I'm just very consistent with the streams that I show up to on a regular basis, which means that I'm more likely to become a mod in places that I go to a lot. And then I feel like I need to be there, even though people tell me that I don't. I've been being better about that lately, actually. Not putting expectations on myself that nobody else have put on me. But just me as a person, I'm trustworthy and I'm consistent, and that makes me a good mod. So I end up being a mod in like a million different places. Yeah, see, I bullied some more friends into starting streaming, so I show up, so I have more people because I made them start streaming. Stars. Because I just wouldn't shut up until they started streaming. Yeah, see, I am incapable about being normal about anything that I do, and that includes modding. So I'm a little hardcore. So I'm a mod for I'm a mod for Trisha, I'm a mod for Stars. Yeah, Stars. So. Yeah, that's fair, Parker. My love language is well and truly consistency. So like inside jokes that I say repeatedly and never shut up about, that's a way that I show love. I show love by showing up regularly and making you part of my schedule. And by also saying the same things repeatedly. That's just how I roll. Yeah, for sure, Lapras. So I'm doing this off of a laptop that really was not made to do this. And hopefully I'll be working towards my desktop soon so that I can actually do some more stuff. Because I'd like to do like some actual games too. That would be fun. That's fair, lesbian, because you do change your name pretty regularly. Although I know you change your name regularly, and so if I see a name that I don't recognize, especially if it says Gun Evening, then I'm like, yeah, you changed your name. Yeah, that's fair, Parker. And I am the most non-mod mod that has ever existed in Jick's channel, because I've just been there for so long. I know everything! And I've actually turned down some people who have asked me to mod in certain places because I'd like to have a few places where I don't have to be working, quote unquote. Even though other people don't see it that way, I see it that way. And so I can wear myself out really fast. So I've been more cognizant about that in recent years. Yeah, it was basically up between me and Calibros, and Calibros has actually been there longer than me. So it makes perfect sense, really. But I just exude authority in that stream, so I don't need the sword. Because people have accused me of like timing them out and stuff in Jick's stream, even though it was like auto mod. They're like, oh, how dare you? That wasn't a curse word. And I'm like, actually, I have no power here other than just being snarky to people. So there you go. And I do think not pushing yourself to go everywhere all the time is probably healthier than how I choose to live my life, if I'm being honest. But I'm not known for my health, mental or physical. Okay, I think that these are as done as I'm getting them today. I'll probably look at them tomorrow and see if I feel like I need to push the values a little bit harder. That happens everywhere all the time, Parker, so probably. It's really easy to misclick on somebody's name, especially if the chat's moving fast, because the mod tools are right next to the username. So it's really easy to like try to click on somebody's username and hit the wrong one, or click on the username for more information and accidentally hit the mod button. It's very easy to do. But we're going to end, and I think I know somebody who's live, if they're still live, which I'm going to check on my phone because I think my laptop's doing okay today. I was a little bit worried about having Discord going too for the PNG tuber, but I think we're doing okay. It's not any hotter than normal, which one day I'll cook an egg on my laptop, but it is not this day. Oh, I also have an order I need to go pack. So let me go open the thing. I need this window, please. Thank you. But we'll go bother Lib, because Lib won't mind if I am lurking while I do my makeup and stuff to get ready for work. I did put my PNG tuber on the ending screen too, because sometimes I say funny things when I'm on the ending screen, and that will make clips funnier, I think. So, oh yeah, I tried to run Minecraft on this once. That did not go well. So it doesn't even need to be a AAA game. If I had Discord and a single game like Sticky Business going at the same time, this thing would explode. She's not made for hard work. She's the pillow princess of laptops, and that's okay. That's valid. But I need to stop trying to making her like career woman. That's not what she's made for. Okay, switching to ending screen. Cool. I call her, it's like trying to make a pug run a marathon is my usual thing. No, I didn't see that, stars. Oh. They do not know. They do not know the mistake they have just made. Because I only have 3 separate files with different stickers in all of them. It's fine. I'm not excessive, you're excessive. We can both be excessive. I'm holding your hand. Let's go be excessive together. That didn't need to be up this whole time. That's fine. Yeah, it's good to see you, Lapras, and you too, Parker, and Flack, for that matter. It's good. It's good to see that we can hang out without the boy. You know, it's good to see you guys because you are legitimately my friends, and I know that we all hang out in one specific spot, but it's good to see you guys outside of that too. What am I doing? I was setting up a raid. That's what I was doing. I got distracted. Me distracted? It's more likely than you think. These buttons. This is what I'm doing. Oh, let me just put actually this in one last time. If you haven't bought original art from me, you should do it this month because it's so much cheaper, and you will also be helping me not have to transfer all of these frickin' listings over to my new shop. So 50% off all original art. That doesn't apply to like stickers and keychains and stuff, but you can combine on shipping on that and you won't need to pay a darn thing for it. I'll see y'all on Friday. I'm not sure what we'll be doing on Friday, but I'll figure something out. Maybe we'll just paint a bunch of moss because we can. Thanks for being here. Always good to see you. And let me put the raid commands in chat before I forget. If you have a boop emote, you can also boop lib like a lot because we can. Yeah. I'm probably going to be busy and tired for most of this week. I say as if I'm not always busy and tired. Because I still have so much work to do on this website. So much. It's so much. It's all so much. But we're getting there. I broke it down into achievable steps. And I'm just going. Once I have a list, like everything is generally okay. Because I can just follow the instructions then. Laptop, you good, bro? There you go. Goodness gracious. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm probably capable of coding the entire thing, but I would get overwhelmed so fast. I also can't type, just in case anybody was wondering. But just bringing in all of the images from my past art and having to label all of those is like so much. So if I had to do that and also code, I would probably implode and never be seen again. But yeah, so yes, see you Friday, normal time. And there is going to be the short Tuesday stream next week too, because I'm going to be modeling for the same class next week. But I figured I might as well do a short stream instead of just sitting and being insane for an extra 3 hours. Because that's how it works once waiting brain kicks in. So thank you for being here. It was so good to see you all. Whether you chatted or not, I'm just happy that we got to coexist for a little bit. I have a thing that I usually say. What do I usually say, Brain? Remember you're loved. Take care of and be kind to yourselves. If you can't do that for yourself, please do it for me, because I think you're awesome and deserve nice things, and that includes from yourself, even on the days where it's hard. All right? So be good to yourselves. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I will see you next time.